Yes, this is Reddit. No, it's not going to be regular content. Just shut up and enjoy it. I was running out of ideas. F*** you, Target. I just want some goddamn shoes. Capital G. If you're sick of corporations forcing politics of any stripe down your throat, and you're smart enough to know they're patronising you, then this is the book for you. Oh look, it's a slide! Sliding straight down into Delusional Town! People act like this is so hard. I'm 15, and yeah, I do have a really high IQ. 150s. Not 152, not 157, 154. 150s. You see, I've never actually taken an IQ test, but if I did, I'd assume it would be in the 150s. And I can easily do integrated calculus in my head, and easily calculate the amount of valence electrons in a nucleus. And I'm also highly trained in quantum physics. By the way, I'm totally self-educated. There are no electrons in any atomic nucleus. Wow, it's been a long time since I've had a conversation where I had to use my brain. The only problem with being smarter than most of your peers. What a douche thing to say. Time to brag about myself. After telling a curator what I saw in a few paintings, she politely asked if I was an artist, as not many people know what they're looking at. I said no, and then she said your IQ must be quite high. Oh, I'm so smart! I have no idea what a normal childhood is, lol. I remember spending all day reading instruction manuals and reverse engineering stuff as a kid. My brain is not stimulated at all by movies, TVs, cartoons, etc. That's one for it's visual and that's all the same thing. You dumbass. And other small things, so I need to be constantly challenged. As a child, my parents didn't buy me toys or books, so I read instruction manuals from my mother's new vibrator. Also, reverse engineering is just a fancy word for breaking something. You have to put it back together for it to actually be useful. When you have an electrician at your house to work on floodlights, and all you want to say is, I was an electrician in the Air Force on helicopters and jets. Then do it yourself, you lazy bastard. I was thinking these two guys are travel agents or something. One from the polar region, and one from the equatorial region. And I was thinking why all people goes to the poles. They Pokemon go to the poles, am I right? Then I got the actual context from the comment. Is this because I'm too smart? I'm just so smart I didn't understand the joke. I have an IQ upwards of 140. You see, I've never actually taken an IQ test, but if I did, I'd assume it would be in the 150s. And on most official IQ scales, that is considered literal genius level. And on our United States IQ level, it's considered near genius levels. Nevertheless, I am extremely intelligent and am able to solve virtually any conflict or problem that comes my way. Then where the f*** were you during Iraq? With minimal to no effort or thought put into it, almost every time. Crew member, soon to be a shift supervisor at Wendy's. Good for you, dude, you get that shift supervisor. Try being me for a while, honey. Being a genius isn't as cool as it sounds. Whoa! Hey there, kids! Being a genius isn't as cool as it sounds. But you know what also isn't as cool as it sounds? Doing drugs. What, I've been watching a lot of safety videos lately. Go watch the last video. Toot toot! Almost everyone is less intelligent, most of them massively so. I have to explain myself to people all the time, and I can rarely have a conversation with anyone on equal terms. I almost never talk about the topics that interest me, as no one understands them. I retired 17 years earlier than I should have, and most of my friends are still working, so are not free to do things in the way I am. The higher up the intellectual mountain you are, the lonelier it becomes. Yeah, they're probably all just busy. It's either that or they don't invite you to stuff. I don't see why they wouldn't invite you, because you seem like a fun guy to have at a party. Well, I'm 12 years old and I'm in a gifted and talented school. I'm very well educated and I'm a big nerd. I study a lot and have social studies, Latin, and 5 other different types of writing classes since I'm in creative writing. I'm smart and I know more than half the adults here. Oh kid, I am so sorry. I used to be in a gifted and talented, classes and stuff. Trust me, you do not turn out smarter than the rest. I am a dumb blonde bitch. Ah, Lakeview's so great. This is gonna take me a little while. Lakeview is so great. Is the predilection towards yellow houses an allusion to Grizzly Bear's album of the same name? Or perhaps the yellow house Van Gogh shared with Gauguin for 9 absinthe-soaked weeks? Or perhaps it's a predilection freed from the weight and import of history? I'm embarrassed to admit I've still not made it to Second City. Post-farmer's market, I had a feast of blueberries, paired with caprese sandwich made with a fresh baguette and goat cheese and cherry tomatoes. Wow, big ass feast, some berries and a sandwich. Later, I'm meeting old friends to catch music at Do Divisions at 8, but free otherwise. Currently, I'm lounging on my Chesterfield couch, listening to old Nina Simone records. This is definitely a Tinder message. Oh, post-farmer's market, because it's such a regular occurrence for me. And I definitely didn't use the word feast, because it sounds better than meal, even though what I clearly had was not a feast, in anyone's definition. And also, may I add that a Chesterfield is already a couch. It doesn't need to be defined as a Chesterfield couch. Are you a true never settled genius? Prove it by answering this trivia question. Atomic number 13, group 13, period free, P-block, electronic configuration. It makes up for 8% of the mass of Earth's crust and is the third most abundant element after oxygen. Your turn to guess. Bit unnecessary, mate. Yeah, I definitely didn't Google that. Huh, you know nothing of oh, f*** me. You know nothing of Les Miserables? Then you don't get a dick pic. I know nothing, I swear I know nothing. $20 says I've seen more of the world than you. 30 says I'll make you forget about every guy you've been with and realise what a man is. 16. Let us ponder the thought that the human mind is greater than all of the other life organisms on the planet Earth. It's almost as if we're the only intelligent life form in the known universe. Thank you everyone, thank you, I'll accept my Nobel Prize. I often consume myself with the adjective of curiosity, which has attached my presence to geological locations around the world. Translation: I like to travel. I like to be stimulated, cognitively, by unknown knowledge, with the assistance of my other senses. Reading is fun, and I like whales. Currently studying computer science. Nerd. I wrote this on an unfinished wall in my house about 10 years ago, and despite the 100+ people that have seen it, I doubt more than 10 even cared. Cause who the f*** coming into your house is gonna need to derive the formula for a volume of a sphere? That's what that is. It might look impressive, it's not that important. No one's gonna be staring at your unfinished wall that you haven't finished in 10 years and going, oh yes, very interesting. I'll probably die alone, a genius, surrounded by a bunch of humans. I don't really think us humans give enough of a about you to turn up to see you die. Angry Celt noises. The closest they got to retribution was a strong religion in Civ 5. Hey man, God here. Civ 5, using abbreviations doesn't help your case. People who use any form of abbreviations, remember that kids, are usually dim-witted. That's because they're unable to spell out the full word. And if you decide to use an abbreviation, you should spell it out with a parentheses. You should say Civ V, but not Civ V, Civilization V. When you decide to use the abbreviation, it's usually because you are unable to spell the full word out, and you're lazy. Your is a contraction, a form of abbreviation of you are. Dimwit. Well, aren't you just a I feel too smart for my own good. So, when I was younger, I was a bit of a problem child. I think this was because I was acting out, because I was bored. I mean, what 6-year-old wants to learn about covalent bonds? I don't think you're remembering school as well as you think you are. Covalent bonds are like another 7 years ahead of a 6-year-old? Give me something a little harder for f***'s sake. Anyway, now I'm 46. I've learnt 4 languages, I have a PhD, and a master's degree. Well, yeah, because you have to have a master's first before you get the PhD. Why are you bragging about having a okay, whatever. In political science. I've also travelled to every continent except South America. I'm going to Brazil hopefully around September. Anyway, sometimes I feel like I'm too smart for most people. I don't believe you should even talk to me if you're not going to be able to keep an intellectual conversation with me. What does travelling have to do with being smart? I went to Florida when I was a kid, and that didn't make me any smarter. Although, I suppose in comparison to Florida, I certainly felt smarter. Thanks for watching, guys. I still haven't got a name for my googly eye thing. I think I'm going to stick them on the moon, though. So if you want to come up with a name for that, leave that in the comments. Reddit's not going to become my normal content again. I'm going to try and practice maybe once every month or something like that. But I hope you did enjoy this video, and if you really want more, I might increase that, especially next month. Hopefully I'm going to pre-record some videos, so when I go away, I can keep uploading like every week or so. So stay tuned for that. If you're new, please subscribe, like the video, comment down below. See you next time, guys.